Yes. Yeah. They can always be fought.
Right.
There can always be a response to violent extremism. And in many cases, that response needs to be moderated in a very literal sense.
Right.
You can't fight fire with super fire, right? And because that creates a shift in swings and pendulums. It creates divisions and divides amongst people. I think one of the most tragic and ironic things about the 21st century is that we have every opportunity available to us to be connected to one another. And in the end, we allow forces in our lives to separate us and to create those boundaries. And this is a question of connectedness. This is violent extremism is partly propagated because of the shadows, because of the dark spaces that exist in the world where people don't feel connectedness to one another. We read about the Syrian immigrant crisis, the refugee crisis, and it's the missile crisis and the civil war that helped produce this. But in reality, how connected do we actually feel to those people who are being displaced? We can read about earthquakes all over the world, in Nepal, in Haiti, on F5 in Mexico recently. But how connected are we to the people there? Recently in the news, there's this discussion about how the hurricane didn't really affect people as much as they thought it did. What we were really saying is it really didn't affect us. We don't know. We may find out months from now that there were whole communities that were washed away, and the people who are left behind are going to feel a pretty big sense of indignity as a result of that.
Right.
So there's all sorts of ways in which we can combat it, but really our primary tool is connectedness, and feeling and encouraging ourselves to have a discipline around feeling and engaging people in a more meaningful way than we traditionally let ourselves do.